Tim McGraw does not seem to see eye to eye with Blake Shelton when it comes to releasing full-length records. And in an interview with Entertainment Tonight back in May of this year, Blake Shelton was asked if he was going to put out a new album after the release of his hit single God's Country. Shelton responded and said, "I don't know. I don't want to put out an album. I really don't. I'm sure that at some point my record company people are going to pressure me into it, but as of now, I'm not putting out an album this year. I know that. I mean, I'll be just as happy to release another single." Shelton in fact did just that, and instead of releasing an album like he said he did not want to do, he released his newest single, which features Trace Adkins, titled Hell Right, back in August. But anyways, Blake's interview continued, and he was asked if he had any more songs. Shelton said he did have more songs and that he was pumped. He went on to say, "When I think about an album, I don't even know. Do people care about them anymore? I don't know. But I'm having a blast just releasing singles. Maybe I'll do that from now on." So again, Blake seems to have little interest in making a new record, but Tim McGraw has a different opinion when it comes to releasing albums for his fans. And in a recent interview with Taste of Country, Tim was asked if he was on board with Shelton's idea of just wanting to release singles. Tim responded and said, "I don't. I get that and understand that as well, and boy, I love Blake's music. But for me, an album tells a story. And I've always tried to do that with all my records. And the way that I developed musically and the way that I learned to listen to music was through albums and trying to pick what singles are going to be next. And sometimes being wrong and thinking, wow, they didn't pick my favorite song, and it wasn't a single. And even on my records, my favorite songs aren't singles all the time." McGraw continued and said, "So I like the process of an album, and I like what an album does, and how an album allows you to settle into an artist and listen to their story." I'd have to agree with Tim on this one, because a lot of the deeper cuts that are on records do turn out to be some of my favorite songs as well. And the release of just singles could water down the ability for fans to hear some of those great songs. However, Blake's recent singles have been pretty good. Now, McGraw also spoke with Taste of Country about his new record and said that the new album can be expected next year. And if you have not already checked out McGraw's latest single titled Thought About You, I highly recommend you go and check that out as well. But let us know your thoughts in the comments about singles and albums and where you stand. That's it for today's video. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down at the bottom if you're new here, and turn those notifications on for breaking updates on your favorite country artists and all the news coming right out of Music City. Y'all stay country.